Facts. I remember that clip. I still think he real though.
Why is her mouth? That's that demon face syndrome everybody talking about. What the fuck? Ain't nobody gonna call that out? Yeah, she don't look human at all. Then again, I'm like, shit, I seen. I am not healed. I can admit that.
Let me just say this. I asked y'all a question about is presidential selection family business, and if all the presidents are considered reptiles or reptilians or draconians, does that make all of them, even the one that's in there now, does that make all of them that?
7.6 magnitude earthquake hit Japan earlier, and the footage that's coming out right now looks unreal. The earthquake struck with no warning. Buildings shaking like paper, roads splitting open, alarms going off everywhere. You could literally see power lines snapping like wires on a guitar.
Like wires on a guitar. It's crazy, like
Japan has some of the strongest.
All this stuff that's going on in the world. I'm not seeing or feeling it. I'm not seeing or feeling it. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that this stuff is happening, but I don't see or feel it. And it's interesting. It's interesting. God damn, Lily, she drinking up all this water. Man, they've been going off on YouTube. Oh, that sounds like a personal problem. Does not concern me. I got something I gotta do. What time is it? 10:44. Alright, so successfully connected on what? Done with the line. Don't play. Regular. Okay, cool. I gotta set these up. Let's see. I gotta set this up. That's good. I wanted to do like random ones. How do I do that? Well. Oh, we got scripts now. How do I add a new one? You gonna let me input it? Sorry, I'm doing nerd stuff, playing around with scripts right now. It's not letting me load them. Open scripts folder. There we go. Aha.
Vanished Guessing 868 XDW6 says, in family would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular link.
I'm gonna have to block that. Like, I'm gonna have to block the word popular. So that way anything that comes with popular just gets ignored. I'm like, they got a lot of bots on here. That stuff's mad annoying. I would love to talk to people, but it is what it is. don't really mind anymore. Let me open a new window. Boom. Drag that on over here. So, whoa. What? Why am I on this account? Switch it. See, when you got too many things, you just watch this. Boom.
Earthquake engineering on the planet. But when you hit 7.4, 7.6, that's a whole different category. That's the kind of shit that rearranges cities. That's the type of quake that you feel in your home. Mind you, immediately after this earthquake, the government issued a tsunami warning. Now, what's so crazy about that is, I just saw a video where a woman randomly predicted that there was going to be a tsunami.
Now, I am so confident that a tsunami is going to come that I'm fucking not going. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will probably be the biggest one that we have ever heard of. It could happen this month. It could happen before February. But trust and believe a tsunami is coming.
And then Japan.
Streamlabs says,
not a
hey
watch,
you yes you.
Not a possibility.
Hydrate before your lips start sounding like sandpaper.
To higher ground and move now.
Right,
Dylan Page, the TikTok influencer, is stuck in Japan right now. Look at this shit.
So what do we do? Do we go downstairs? You don't know what to do. They just walk out there. You in Japan. Japan has earthquakes often. Or has been having earthquakes often.
What we felt was real. This was not an exaggeration. An earthquake has just hit. They're saying 7.6 magnitude earthquake.
Mind you, he's usually on a regular posting schedule. He posted that video 6 hours ago. Hopefully everything is good with him.
Feel me about putting all these dramatic sounds behind them.
I beg your finest freaking pardon? This thing is located in Joshua Tree, California, which is hilarious to me because I would have thought the gateway to hell would have been in Hollywood, California, or Washington, D.C., one of the two.
There's theories that LeBron hasn't retired yet just because they sacrifice all their players after. Oh. Yeah, and like that one is tricky, right? So I seen something where King James, like that's his nickname, right?
Yeah.
But there's a real King James, and when they won the championship in Cleveland on June 19th, that's when the real King James was born.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And yo, in the bubble, when they won a championship, after the day Kobe died and his daughter died, it was Father-Daughter Day.
On Father-Daughter Day.
Yes. And they won by 13 points. Kobe was the 13th pick in the draft.
Now, okay, who's making these days though?
I'm pretty sure they're just doing that on purpose to be like, haha, fuck you. They'll never understand what we're doing behind the scenes. Like, your favorite game is all planned. You know what I mean? You would never know because Kobe's the 13th pick like that. They just throw that in.
Yeah.
Is it a reach? We all with him.
So for those of you that are non-believers in UFOs, this next video might just change the way you think. So a couple of guys were in Medellin, Colombia, when they spotted something flying in the sky. They took out their phones, they zoomed in, and they could not believe what they captured with their own two eyes. A UFO spinning in the sky. This might be the clearest video of a UFO ever captured. If you haven't seen the video, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Watch when they zoom in.
Where is it at?
Bro, they gonna say this shit.
It's right here. It's right here.
Look at that. That does not look like a drone or a hot air balloon because that would be too high in the sky. That's not even shaped like one. Look at this.
We found a UFO. That is a UFO.
What does that look like to you? This is just insane. Look at this.
It's like a diamond shape.
I freeze framed it and zoomed in as best as I could. What does that look like to you? And keep this in the back of your mind. The area in Medellin where they are has very high terrain, including mountains, and aircraft is not normally seen in these areas. So what the heck was this going around in circles? And the video has been shown to state and local officials. They had no comment other to say that they are just checking out the video and reviewing it to come to some sort of conclusion. So you know what that means, right? So once again, do you think this is coincidental to 3-Eye Atlas and all the other unidentified flying objects that have been seen in Latin America and even North America? So if this does turn out to be a real UFO, someone's got a lot of explaining to do and a lot of questions need to be answered. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as to what you think that is. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Same person who's gonna let the government off of being demons is gonna call an alien a demon.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now that something is up with this so-called moon or whatever it is. Because look at the skies of Oakland, California the other night, y'all. Because why are these animals are reacting to the so-called moon or this second sun? And it's not just the crows, y'all, but everybody is saying that the animals are acting off. I made a video. Everyone was recording what was going on with these crows. I don't know if they are reacting to the energy of the moon or the second sun. But like I said, y'all, so many people have been saying that the animals are acting strange. And now look at these crows. Look at the moon. So do y'all believe because this thing is a lot closer that it's playing on the frequencies of animals and people? Because this moon being a lot closer makes sense as to why animals and both humans alike have been acting and feeling strange. Because the moon controls the waters, the internal waters within us. And because we are ruled by our emotions, this explains the reason why everything has been up and down lately. You're feeling amazing and then you hit a low point and then don't forget they told us that we have another moon in our atmosphere now and it is gonna be here until like the 2050s. Like, bro, we didn't learn any of this when we were younger. We were told we had one moon and one sun. And then somewhere in the mix, they talk about Planet X or Planet 9, and then after that, we never heard about it again. Hold on, Planet X, hold on. Could this be what they mean when they talk about Planet X? You see how the flares make the X, right? And then you see the huge orb, you see all the beautiful Mardi Gras colors. Y'all see that, right? The purple, the teal, and all this type of stuff. Is this what they talking about? Look at that, X. But there's a huge orb always in the background. You see what I'm saying? X. Y'all see that? And then again, the huge orb. X again. And then there you go with the huge orb behind it. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but they are trying to hide something because look at this picture. Why does it look like a whole nother world back there? I mean, look at the detail of the so-called clouds, right? Look at this, y'all. What are they hiding? This picture right here just blows my mind. Look at the detail. Just look at the detail. But let me know down in the comments below. The animals are everybody's feeling it, y'all. Not everybody. The shift is here, y'all. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Bueno, bajarme aquí. Mira, we're out in the mountains. Here we have a shrine, Santa Muerte shrine.
Santa Muerte.
This is crazy. Look at this. ¿Es de mala suerte?
Damn, in the middle of nowhere though?
Man, that's mad annoying. What's going on? I'm gonna have to update a lot of stuff.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to do this.
About the toxic fog 11 million people are underneath of right now in the Central Valley of California, which, by the way, is like the breadbasket of the United States. People are reporting respiratory problems, they're coughing, it's mysterious, it's not going away, nobody knows what it is. They're calling it a Tule cloud, T-U-L-E. Apparently it's some sort of natural phenomenon, but many people living there have never seen anything like this. We're talking Is this something that was released? I'm not saying it is, but I know that if you look up what happened in St. Louis, Missouri at the beginning of the 1900s, they did spray something on them to test something. I'm not going to tell you what, I don't want to get in trouble, but look it up. There was a government operation. They did something. They were testing
Everybody's
something.
afraid
What
to
the heck
speak.
is this freaking
Like, how
fog,
is it
dude?
that we have
And does this have
freedom of
anything to
speech,
do with
but
the
everybody's
fog
afraid
that
to
blanketed so much of the world last year that people
in a
were
world of
wondering they were
cowards.
coughing?
Say
People
what
were
the fuck
coughing.
you mean and mean
Usually
what you
the sun
say.
dissipates fog. Apparently at Thanksgiving, at the beginning of Thanksgiving, is when this all started to change. When a fog rolled in and wouldn't leave. Now, does this, there's movies that have shown like The Fog. Okay, you remember The Fog? Horror movie. Fog transforms people's brains, they go all crazy. What the Sam damn is going on, dude? And some people are postulating there's something very sinister in this fog. And I had friends in South America who were talking about how every single day they lived there for 90 days. And I'm talking foggy every morning, and then the sun would come out, and within half an hour, all the mist dissipates. How is this fog hanging around? This is not normal fog. Something strange is going on, and I'm not buying the official story of it's a weather phenomenon, the rain mixed in, and it's this strange, it's a rare occurrence, but it is natural.
I just realized this is like the perfect place to come and sit and smoke. Because look at this. Sit right here.
It's the perfect place
Hell
to come
yeah.
and smoke.
This is my view. Y'all. A cigarette right now. I don't even smoke cigarettes. But it warm you up, you know? I'm fucking cold. Felt like there was somebody behind me, but so this is as close as I'm gonna get, but y'all can see it's like angled and it goes into the mountain.
Wow.
It doesn't look like it, but it's a little bit more deeper here. My feet would get wet and these shoes, yeah, no, and it's cold. But yeah, I'm about to head out of here because my feelings have been, I don't know, it don't feel right now.
Can't pull it up.
Yeah. I don't have service. No. This is the worst part about exploring here is when you get like that when you get the feeling that you're being watched or followed. You can't. It's a little bit of a ways to get back to where you came from. Over here.
So I came across another video on this app where a person said that they got a message from God, but this time it says the world is going to end by flood. But the individual that got the message and is relaying it to us is not who you would expect. Take a look at this video.
Well,
So what were you just telling me though?
oh yeah. There's gonna be a tsunami and like flood, but they call it the flood 2.0. And like there's gonna be a wave and like there's gonna be a tsunami and a flood.
Yeah.
And then the like tsunami's gonna be 800 meters in the air.
And after those comments by that little guy that you just saw in that video, his mother made a post, and this is what she had to say about her son.
I keep telling you that my 4-year-old freaks me out, and this morning, whenever I was taking him to his babysitter's, he's just rambling in the back seat. Out of nowhere, he starts talking about how we have to get a very big boat because his words, these are his words, the oceans are going to pull very, very back, and then there's going to be a great tsunami. And then he said that there will be a flood, the flood 2.0. And I was like, well, don't you think with us living in Kentucky that we're pretty, we're pretty far inland, that we wouldn't have to worry about a tsunami? And he was like, did you not hear me? The world is going to flood.
Now, if you go back a couple of videos on my page, you'll see I talked about Ebo Ibo Noah is a guy that built arks very similar to Noah's Ark. And he said the purpose why he was building these arks was to save as many people as possible before the world comes to an end. And don't forget, his claims are also the same, that on the day of Christmas, December 25th, 2025, there's going to be a big flood. And as I say in all my videos, please take this as entertainment. This is entertainment purposes only. Why? Because none of this stuff has been confirmed by any state or local officials. But you have to think about this. How coincidental is it that this little boy is saying the exact same things as Ibo Noah? Think about that. Now, whether you believe this or not, that's totally up to you. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Why does that piss so many people off in the comments when they hear people say,
whoever believes that UFOs are fake, then you haven't seen this video. So these guys were in Medellin, Colombia when they spotted a UFO. And the footage that they got of the UFO might just be the best footage that anybody's gotten to this day. Because you know, usually when you see UFO footage, it's blurry. You can't see what's going on. But this shit right here, yeah, this shit right here show you everything. Look at this shit. People were outside minding their business when they looked up and seen this thing hovering in the sky. That's not a drone. That's not a
island shaders.
That's a UFO right there. Look at that shit right there.
Look at this. We found a UFO.
You tell me what you think that is.
UFO.
Tell me what you think that is.
Is that? It's like a diamond shape.
You can clearly hear panic, confusion. Mind you, Medellin is surrounded by mountains. This thing was hovering in place where normal aircraft don't fly. What's crazier is Colombia Air Force didn't immediately deny it. They're saying that they're reviewing the footage. Whenever the government says that, it usually means they don't know what the hell it is either. Look at the pattern. Let's go back to what the Pentagon said. Let's go back to 3-Eye Atlas. Then I want you to go down the rabbit hole. Check out Mexico. Check out Brazil. Check out Peru. And now, check out Colombia. The sightings are mapping up along the same region, the same corridor, almost like something is mapping out Latin America and North America. And the part people never want to speak on is the fact that the higher-ups always say they had contacted and have been in contact with these beings. Who's in the UFO? I'm out.
Maybe that's why Kanye is like that. So Kanye was born to Ray West. Ray West was born to James Frederick and Fannie B. West. James, Kanye's grandfather, served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. James was born to Virgil West, Kanye West's great-grandfather. Virgil West is the son of Handy West, who was born free in Maryland. But not only that, Kanye West's third-great-grandfather, Peter West, Handy's father, was also free. Maryland actually had the most free people of color of any state during this time. So when Kanye is acting like this...
After I was freed, I came north to take advantage of the opportunities that came with emancipation.
I see. Unlike Arthur, the Kirkland family don't have a history of enslavement.
Our family has lived in Rhode Island for 5 generations. My great-great-grandfather fought in the American Revolutionary War. He was a proud freeman and a patriot.
Elizabeth directly ties her background to freedom. And so there's this narrative about Americanness. For her, it gives a sense of status that separates her from people like the Scots.
It's in his blood, y'all. And don't they have the same eyes?
Yeah, those what I
deep.
see.
Somebody do that,
Those
man.
ears here.
Filme da macumba. Bicho, é esse? Vai, pisa. Tô acelerando.
Tá muito devagar, né?
Breaking news, a man named Noah in Ghana is building an Ark of Doom because he says the world will end in a few weeks. He says God told him in a dream that starting on December 25th, the things written in the Bible will happen again and a big flood will cover the world. To save people, he is building huge boats. Noah, who lives in a small community in Ghana, says he spent months using special wood to build them. He says the wood is not normal. Every piece was prayed over and chosen with God's instructions. So far, he has built 8 arks using 250,000 wooden boards. He claims one ark can hold 6 million people. He calls himself Ibo Noah and says people from anywhere in the world can join him as long as they make a promise hands. He is inviting anyone who believes him to help build more arks and get ready for the flood. Are we all meeting in Ghana this Christmas?
Okay, I want to ask one question. Why, when someone says something about the Bible that's not correct, or why when someone quotes the Bible and that quote's not correct, or if somebody takes something from the Bible and then they say that they think this is what's going to happen, why do some people get so irritated and mad at that individual for speaking their opinion on what they interpreted from the Bible? Because I've seen comments, people saying God said he'll never flood the world again, he said he will never do it. Now correct, but why does that make you so mad at someone else for their opinion? You can't control their mindset, you can't control their opinion, you can't control them. So do you see what I'm getting at? We hate to be controlled, we hate to be told what to do and how to do it, but yet again, when it comes to something that we hold dearly to us, a belief system, we forget about what we didn't like done to us and we do it to others.
Right.
Why do we do that? I'm not saying what you're doing I'm not saying your feelings aren't valid. I'm saying let's reassess and look at how we're going about certain things together. Because if we don't do this shit, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? If we don't do it, how the world ever gonna see change? You see what I mean? If we don't ever hold ourselves accountable for none of our actions, then the world just gonna continue to hurt each other. So y'all let me know your thoughts, man. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm not telling you what to do or how to think.
It's too much. It's like I went with this one guy and he looked like a lizard.
No.
I was so scared. He was saying this every time. I'm like, oh my god.
No.
Holy shit, he looks just like a lizard. It was really bad.
So you just left.
Immediately.
What are you talking about, Brittany? That's not true. And you shouldn't be saying things like that. That's why when you said that, everybody laughed. You know why they laughed? Because it's a joke. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes. I don't know what the hell Britney Spears is talking about, but she's making up things, talking about she's seen something she never seen. Shut up! She probably didn't get no sleep, guys. She was touring the country. Whole bunch of shows, whole bunch of interviews, whole bunch of studio sessions. She didn't have no time to relax. So then she starts saying things that's not true. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on. You guys even know what time it is. Shut up! That was the real Britney Spears. That's what people are saying. I don't know why they say that, because there's only one Britney Spears. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on. You guys even know what's going on in these streets. Shut up! Don't say that. There's only humans, animals, and insects. Anything else you talk about doesn't exist. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on. You guys even know what time it is. But I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see Britney Spears and she tells me that she's seen somebody that looked like that, let me know where they at. I got it.
Water shows you what they meant by as above, so below. This is the spiritual universe, and this is the material. Everything you see in the spiritual universe manifests directly